All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here today. It's Sunday morning. A lot of you guys are getting up to go do the family thing, and a lot of you guys are doing nothing, bro. You in your mom's basement, no life, no wife, no kids, no car, and no dinero. All right. But if you do got an old lady, she probably making you breakfast in bed, some eggs, some bacon, or who knows, bro? You might have one of them tortas with the stinky feet, stinky socks, scratching her behind. Don't want to do anything, not even clean the house. Look, I don't care. I don't judge. Salute to everybody. You already know I'm Blue Devil. We got a music video this morning. All right. Hopefully, I could pronounce it correctly. Bop the Glock. You ain't never. All right. Video shot by Emer Rose and Mystic Motion. All right. This is another submission by the chat. Once again, if you want me to react to your music video, hit me up on my Instagram at the Hater World. All right. Also, you can send me an email to BlueDevilReactions at gmail.com. BlueDevilReactions at gmail.com. My bad. It's down here. Or you can hit me up right there, Hater World Clips. All right. Hit me up on Hater World Clips on Instagram. I'll go ahead and get at you, and then we'll figure it out, and I'll drop the video. Now, I will tell you, sometimes it takes a day or two because YouTube likes to be funny with the music videos. They'll approve it, and then like an hour later, they'll disapprove it. But it does go up, not to worry. All right. And I will also add you on Instagram and repost you on Instagram. We got an account with like 50,000 subscribers. Another one with like 20. So, you know, we'll do our best to get you out there. All right. So go ahead and hit me up if you want to promote your music. And with that being said, I need you guys in the chat to rate this from 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. All right. What do we say? How do we say we did it? Let me see. Just to be certain, okay? Because I have a system. I just only done it once. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, we gonna do the devil emoji. All right. So if you give it a 6.5, you're gonna give it 6 devil emojis, and the 0.5 is gonna be the globe, the earth. All right. There you go. So if you do a 8.5, you're gonna do 8 devil emojis and a world for the half. All right. That's how we're going to rate them. Rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. And go ahead and include the visuals, the audios, you know, rate it across the board. Don't only rate the audio, rate the vocals, rate the production, the quality. You got to rate it all, bro. And hopefully, Bob the Glock, if you're watching, don't take it as disrespect if somebody makes fun of your music or if they laugh at your music. Take it as a compliment. Fix it, elevate it, and make it better. Because this is the fan base. This is the people that you want to listen to your music. So you might want to listen. You feel me? With that being said, I need everybody to hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe right now. All right. And we got another music video submission dropping in a few hours. All right. So go ahead and scope that out. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. We're at 13.1. Let's get to 14 real quick. All right. Let's get to 14 and then let's get to 15. That being said, let's press play on the music video. I'm going to play it all the way through. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm going to let it play. Then I'll come back and I'll break it down.
Hydro. Sicko beats.
You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, hopping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. Grew up in the slums, hopping out with a drum. Chopper go done, 14 with a gun. Ain't doing this for fun. I was with the thugs and the bloods moving drugs, making huns with the flockers and finesses. Bring me all your stuff, slide all up on my lungs, so stay away from all these bums. You see the T on my neck, you ain't even gotta ask me where I'm from. She baby telling me drop a tape, get these suckers out the way. Still still rolling with my tray, eh? Crash took me to jail by Central and Fort Trey. Real niggas can relate. Thought the love was real, but it was all fake. I really died for the shit I claim. I'm all gas, no brakes. You ain't never had a pole in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. In the streets of LA, same shit, different day. At your park with a case, say the wrong thing, I'ma spray. No face, no case, blick on my waist. Cut the grass full of snake, I ain't never been the lane. Grew up from the third to the A. Real niggas could relate. In the field chasing bands, not a case. In the trap serving nades, trying to make money many ways. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. Free the homies. Free little Spooky G out that cage. On test. Pop the G low.
All right. First thing I'm gonna tell you, first thing I'm gonna say off the back is they should have showed more of the girl, bro. All right, they should have showed more of the girl.
Been to the swap meet, gang deep, hopping out the backseat, throwing gang deep.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
On
Where'd
the
it go?
heat. You ain't never been.
They should have showed more of the girl, bro. All right, everybody wants to see the girls. Everybody, bro. Salute to all the homies in the video, all of them, right? But we like to look at the women, dog. The more women, the better your video is gonna be, and that's a fact, bro. All right, that's one thing you guys gotta learn. The more women, the better your video is gonna be. All right. Number two, they had the Lambos out. They had the trucks out, and they had, I think it was a Bentley or a Rolls Royce truck, the one that was doing the jumping. Fire, bro, fire to see homies get money. Now let's rewind it, and let's see if I can give it any of that Blue Devil reactions. Sometimes it's hard, bro, because you know it's a music video. But let's see what we can do. Let's go.
Hydro.
Got the glizzy? Got the glizzy, bro. Oh, wrong one. Got the glizzy. You know, one thing I always recommend to everybody, when you're showing it off for the camera, make sure it's not the serial number. All right, make sure it's turned away from the serial number, because I will tell you, these huras, they can't zoom in. And if you got a good quality video, they will read the serial number, they will run it, and they will figure out if it's stolen or yours or good or fake. Always show the other side. And one other thing, this video quality is in 720, the highest. Your cameraman, big fail. Big fail for your cameraman. Emma Rose and Mystic Motion. Much success to you guys, but shooting in 720, I used to shoot 720 in 2007, bro. All right, I bought a camera that was 720 because that was the highest quality in 2007. 2009 came around with 1080p. Oh my God, we was balling. So you can't be shooting in the same quality I shot 20 years ago, player. Come on, get it together.
Sicko beats.
Oh, I didn't see that shot. Man, let me rewind it a few times.
Sicko beats.
See, this is the type of shit motherfuckers want to see, dog. You make a video like this, it just went up 3 points. All right, I was gonna give it about a 2. Now we're at a 5. All right, it could go. He's gonna keep going up, bro. We was at a 2. Not gonna lie to you, we was at a 2. I was ready to just rate it a 2, but now we're at a 5. All right, now we're at a 5.
Pop the G low. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep, popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat.
I don't know what he's saying. You never had a ball in these streets? Am I right?
You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep.
Ooh, right there. You showed the girl again. Now I'm gonna give you another point, fool. Now you're at 6. You're at 6 now.
Hopping out the backseat, throwing up T's. Grew up in the slums, hopping out with a drum. Chopper go done, 14 with a gun. Ain't doing this for fun. I was with the thugs and the bloods moving drugs.
Now you got a 7. All right. You showed the girl again. Now you got a 7. All right. Now you got a 7.
Making huns with the flockers and finesse. Bring me all your stuff. Shot all up on my lungs. So stay away from all these bums. You see the T on my neck. You ain't even gotta ask me where I'm from. She baby telling me drop a tape. Get these suckers out the way. Still rolling with my tray, eh? Crash took me to jail by Central and Fort Trey. Real niggas can relate. Thought the love was real, but it was all fake. I really died for the shit I claim. I'm all gas, no brakes. You ain't never had a pole in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat.
I will tell you what's dope. It's dope to see. All right, so look. Obviously, it's 38th Street, right? They get a lot of hate, bro. There's all kinds of people on the internet dissing them, bro. You see like little hood vlogs and hood clips and like YouTube videos. Forever, bro, they've been getting dissed all over the place, right? But it comes with the territory, bro. Everybody gets dissed. I get dissed like a motherfucker. My hood gets dissed like a motherfucker, right? It's normal. It ain't nothing. But it's dope to see the hood that they diss out there doing their thing. You feel me? Because we hardly ever see like 38th Street videos or anything like that because they've really never been on the map for music. You had a lot of other gangs on the map for music. Like you got Florencia, you got Ghetto Boys 27th Street, you got the Barrio Evil. You know, they're doing their thing. Who else? And we're talking about that area. We're not talking about all LA. It's just that area. Oh, you had a P Flats, Toro from 23rd. Who else is in that area? Primera Flats. No, Primera Flats is not in that area because they in South Central, right? Who else? Who else raps that's in that area? Oh, you got Eastside 13 that raps. You got Travis G, Danger, Brownside, right? Who else is in that immediate circle? Well, those are the ones that came to mind, right? And a lot of those this gang. So to see them actually out in the field and putting it down with their music is dope to see, bro. Cause it's like they right there. And people can say whatever they want, but they right there. So that's fire to see. I'm gonna give them half a point for that. So now they're at 7.5.
You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep. Popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep. Hopping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. In the streets of LA, same shit, different day. At your park with a case, say the wrong thing, I'ma spray. No face, no case, blick on my waist. Cut the grass from the snake, I ain't never been the lane. Grew up from the 3rd to the A. Real niggas could relate. In the field chasing.
He says the N-word a lot, so I'm gonna take a point off, bro. So now he's back at 6.5. All right. He says the N-word a lot, and I get it. Like, I'm not taking it from you. You could say it all you want. I'm not the one to judge. But for me in the music, it's gotta sound right. And for some reason it don't sound right. So I'm gonna roll it back to 6.5 now.
Man's not a case. In the trap serving nades, trying to make money many ways. You ain't never had a pole in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep. Popping out the backseat, throwing up teeth. You ain't never had a ball in the street. You ain't never clutch on the heat. You ain't never been to the swap meet, gang deep. Popping out the backseat.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like the swap meet line, bro. That shit bothering me, bro. Like, you never been to the swap meet. I get it. What he's saying is you never been there deep with the homies ready for that action. Oh, I get it. But for me, it's like, what the fuck does that got to do in the rap song? Fuck the swap meet, bro. You feel me? So we're going to take half a point away. Now we're at 6. We're at 6 points, bro. And 3 of them came from the girl. 4 of those came from the girl. So more bitches equals more points.
Up teeth.
Oh, I like the Chevy. But you know what? We're gonna give it that point 0.5 again for the vehicles, bro, because he brought out the cars, and it's dope to see the homies making money, making music, having feria, having a Lambo in the hood, having a Bentley truck in the hood, having the troca in the hood. Well, the trocas are basic, right? They're out there. So we're gonna give it a 6.5, bro. We're gonna give this music video a 6.5. Bop the Glock, You Ain't Never, shot by me. Now look, shot by Emeralds. Now look. The vocals are cool, but you gotta add ad libs, bro. You don't have no ad libs. Your ad libs gotta be crazy. And I know that's hard for the homies to do ad libs, cause that's more like, like everybody else does ad libs, like the Migos, and they do them crazy ass ad libs. But you gotta have some ad libs, bro. And your music gotta be a little bit more hype, more energetic, bro. This is laid back. That's cool, but we need some like the tempo got to be a little bit faster, fool. Regardless, it was a good video, 6.5. Bob the Glock, You Ain't Never. Go check it out. Go subscribe to his YouTube. As a matter of fact, when you hit me up for promo, I'm going to subscribe to your shit. And believe me, bro, go to my subscriptions. I subscribe to like 10 people. I don't really be following nobody like that. And I'll subscribe to your Instagram. All right. So look, to anybody that's on Instagram, when I put this post up, like it, reshare it, subscribe to Bob the Glock, and show some love. With that being said, I want to see what you guys rated down below. I want to see them rates. You already know I'm Blue Devil. And until next time, we out this bitch. Let's go.